The tech industry has certainly seen a lot of change, years of explosive growth, and now layoffs, job freezes. In an industry that frankly does not have a lot of diversity, there's an organization here in Denver working to make sure that more of the community has access to the opportunities that do exist. Our Angeline McCall has the story.
Across Denver, there's hundreds of people who want a chance, leaning on a community to help.
I found it really difficult to transition into tech, especially this last year, which is why I knew I needed my community and I knew I needed support to back me up.
Talia Giraldo is a data analyst with the International Association for the Study of Lung Cancer.
And I think that's part of what our community brings, just this diversity of experience, and whether it's technical or not, I think it's really important for us to be in the room.
Talia wanted to make the transition to tech.
And the transition was very hard.
It took a networking group, a community to help, found in Latinas in Tech.
You need to be able to see yourself in certain places, in certain spaces. You need to be able to have a community where you can go back to and say, this is the difficulty, this is the challenge that I'm navigating.
Aymara Rodriguez is one of the chapter leads. She started in tech 12 years ago.
I was the only woman in the room. I was certainly the only Latina in the room, and if we're being candid, that brings about experiences where people doubt you, they don't listen to you.
With some tech companies experiencing layoffs, restructuring, and hiring freezes, it's a time when the community needs each other even more.
While we can't technically influence or change the external market and what's happening in the external market, what we can do is help guide the path.
For Talia's job, they reached out to HR in hopes to get her in the room where she is now.
But whenever I meet someone else that's in data analytics or just in general in tech, there's a lot of excitement because we know we're the only ones in the room a lot of times.
Latinas in Tech is a national organization, but the group here has more than 400 members, and it's only been running for a few years, so they've been growing really quickly, and a lot of really great feedback from the community as well, Kyle.
It seems so important because at a time when an industry contracts, like it could go a couple of different ways, but one thing that could happen is it could become kind of even more insular, right? It could become even more of an insider's club as it shrinks a bit.
Yeah, something that Talia was mentioning is that when you have people, right, who are laid off or restructured companies, you have people with a lot of experience in tech that are also looking for jobs. And then when you have people wanting to get their jump start, perhaps people with less experience, that actually makes it much harder for them. And then it makes it even harder for people who are diverse, right, to make sure that they have a seat at the table.
Not unlike challenges in journalism today, another industry that has seen some growing pains. Angeline McCall, thank you very much.